So, hello everyone, I'm Krishna. I'm currently a PhD student at University of California, Davis, and today I'm going to present work I did as a master student at Carnegie Mellon with Kevin Fatali and Alosha Afros. So nowadays, egocentric and wearable cameras are everywhere, and this gives us the opportunity to record large fraction of individual life. And once we have such data set, we can come up with new computer vision algorithms which were not possible before. But currently, we don't have any such data set which have recorded a large egocentric video just focusing on a single person. So we created a new dataset called KrishnaCam, and for this particular dataset I recorded my life over a span of 9 months, and it's almost 70 hours of videos. And I have used Google Glass to make these recordings, and most of this recording take place at various neighborhoods in Pittsburgh, and along with the visual data I also collect other sensor information like accelerometer, GPS, gyroscope, etc. And this data set is recorded at public places, and it's very diverse in nature. It consists of me walking in various neighborhood of Pittsburgh, me visiting various parks, talking and interacting with my friends, eating outside. And also this recording take place at different time of day, and as it is a very long-term recording, we also capture various seasons. So once we have this data set, we can do a lot of cool scene understanding tasks on it. And one of the initial tasks which we tried was to predict where I will move next. So we represent my movement in terms of the motion trajectories. So motion trajectory represent how I move for next 7 seconds. So in this particular diagram, the yellow line represent I am moving, and the red dot indicate that I have stopped. And we use the sensor information to create these trajectories, and we treat these trajectories as our ground truth. So our task here is that just given a test image, we want to have an algorithm which can predict these motion trajectories. And we use a nearest neighbor based approach to do this task. So for any given test frame, we find a stopped nearest neighbor in deep feature space using cosine similarity. And for each of those nearest neighbor, we already know the ground truth trajectory. So we predict trajectory simply by averaging them. So by using this method, we can predict trajectory for both seen and unseen location in our data set. So here are some examples. So we are able to predict common human behavior of like walking on sidewalks. So in this particular visualization, the first image represents the ground truth, the second image is our predicted trajectory, followed by top 10 nearest neighbor from which we obtain this trajectory. So as you can see here, they were successfully able to predict my movement for straight and curvy roads. There are some other examples of like some common human behavior, like me stopping while eating food, and me just about to stop when I'm about to press a traffic signal button. So till now, whatever prediction you have seen were very general prediction which are true for any human, but there are certain prediction which are very specific to me, like me taking a right turn just in front of my house, or me taking a left turn at certain intersections. So these predictions are very personalized also. So a lot of previous prediction were mostly dependent on the scene, but sometimes predictions also dependent on the tangent objects. For example, if car just approaches in front of me, I'm just gonna stop. So as you can see there, I can successfully predict that I'm gonna stop if I see car in just front of me. And in nearest neighbor, you can see all the previous instances when such similar situation happened. So all those were about the motion prediction, but we also try to analyze like how much new visual data we get over a period of times. So as expected, like at the beginning of recording, we see a lot of new things, but as times go on, we see fewer and fewer new visual data. The two peaks in between represent the trips which I had outside Pittsburgh, and when I visited outside, whatever I saw was the new and novel for me. Interestingly, we can also create something called virtual webcam. So as this recording has been done for a long period of time, so it can capture scene changes for a fixed spot. So in this particular example, you can see I'm capturing a change of people for a fixed location, or also the seasonal changes over a period of time, and also some interesting changes like this particular bicycle stand got removed over a period of time. So we can create such virtual webcams. Another task which we tried on this dataset was to predict the most densely populated regions in my dataset. So basically, we can run pedestrian detection across my dataset, and we also have GPS information with it. So by combining these two information, we can generate heat map representing density of people. And as expected, like most of the densely populated region are the popular student places like university center, restaurants, and cinema theaters. So finally, I will conclude my work. So we collected a large egocentric data set and shown a lot of interesting scene understanding tasks on it, and we also have initial baseline results on those tasks, and we believe that this will initiate further research on it, and people will try even more tasks on it. So thanks for listening, and if you want more technical details, you can visit me during poster session. Thank you.